up to? And we will have some rain catching it. Oh, it's cold. Hello, welcome back to Sage and Stone Homestead. My name is Heather. I've got a project. Levi has a project that he's working on, and we'll go over there in just a second. I think my boy goats need hay. You want hay? It's good hay. It's good hay. No? It's good hay. It's a lot of field for a few goats. But that doesn't mean that it's enough. The grass is really short. But they have been coming out here and grazing in December, which I've quite enjoyed. We are spending less on hay. We're feeding hay less than normal. Yeah, and your rumen looks pretty good. Huh? You're not super starving. That's good. Look at your belly. Hi, Havoc. I know I can't pet you. Maybe I could touch you. Can I boop your nose? Oh gosh, so close. Oh, this one's jumping all over me. Hey, I got you some hay. It's probably gonna be hard to see them, but the girls are out by the pond right there. I have never, ever seen the girls at the pond in December. I'm gonna walk these boys over to their hay. Well, I think they know. Mooch, you've been a lot lately. You have. You tell him, Farrell. You certainly have gotten a lot fluffier over the last little bit. I still don't want you jumping on me. There's your hay. This is a mess. I thought that I would remember to come take in that mineral feeder when it rained, but of course I didn't remember, so that particular batch of mineral got wasted. We did yesterday just go truck in a mineral protein pail for the boy goats. I'm gonna run that footage right here, and then we'll go see what Levi's doing down at the barn. Everything takes longer when you have a camera. Oh, I left the water on? Yep, okay. Oh, Farrell already wants it. Look at him. He peeled the plastic back and everything. Aw. Wow, look at them. Yeah. Okay, but for right now, like, they can't hurt themselves, right? Oh no, they can't get that off. Is that yummy? One of the reasons that I like, aw, don't get out of it. Go on, get your feet out of it. One of the reasons that, ow, sir, can I not crouch near you guys? Oh my goodness, look. Oh, maybe not. I thought it was safe. One of the reasons that I like to give a protein pail in the wintertime to my bucks is that the rut season is really hard on their bodies, and they tend to need a boost at the end of the season to get back up to a nice condition to where they can handle winter well and they can handle the early spring worm load well. What I bought this year was a really big 125-pound sheep protein pail. It's 15% protein, and it says feed the sheep licks to use before breeding and lambing, and to all sheep or goats really, on medium to low quality pasture, hay, or forage. And unfortunately, that's kind of the situation that we have here. We live on old tobacco farmland, and it was heavily cultivated for many years. Now it's been probably close to 20 years or more since it had a crop like that on it, but for a long time it had horses on it, and it just never really has had a lot of like remediation. We just know that our soils are lacking, not because we've done any kind of soil test, but just based on the condition of our animals and things like that the garden has needed, that kind of thing. And so this really helps give them a boost. I did forget that I had the irrigation going in here. Oops, well, things are well watered, that's for sure. You can buy water timers that attach to the hose that will shut your water off for you. Those need your spigot to be open full time, and I have frozen a lot of those by forgetting that I had them on, because you can't really leave them on over winter. The water freezing inside that mechanism breaks it apart. Timer on the phone would have been a good idea. I almost never do that. I need to get into the habit, I just haven't.
Hello.
Hello. What are you up to?
Well, you know, just playing with power tools.
Playing with power tools. Does it take the sting of the cold away?
A little bit. What doesn't take the sting away is having the next piece I need be under the whole stack.
Oh, do you need help?
Probably.
Okay. It might be kind of hard to tell on camera, but we're adding like an extra third of the size of the barn, if that makes sense. And our barn is divided into thirds. There's like this little lean-to type portion, the main part of the barn, and then here. We're actually needing, this has been needing to happen for a long time, but I'm needing to expand the loafing area that I have for my girl goats. And in order to do that, I would really like to have them here. This is my current milking area, and this is also where I store some of the hay. We do have a separate hay storage area kind of down where we were by the boy goats, but I'd like to move this milking area into where our current rabbitry is. Very dark in here because it's a cloudy day, but this here is our rabbitry. What we're wanting to do is move the milking area in here and move the rabbitry outside. This isn't technically going to be outside. He's adding on like a whole barn area. There's going to be a wall on the north side here blocking the north wind. There's going to be like a half wall on the west side, half wall on the east side. The rabbits are going to be well protected, but we're going to be able to get them out of the space that they're in now, have some space for feed and hay storage and whatever else kind of garbages up my milk area. And then I'll be able to open this area up to the girls. Hello, Christine. Do you guys want me to put hay out for you? They want grain and to be milked. I'm not quite ready for that yet.
Much actually, but yeah, a little bit.
We hate the fact that the barn has essentially a flat roof right here. It does have like the slightest pitch towards the back, but still, when it rains, like when it pours, it does collect up on top of the roof, and no matter what we do, it seems some leaks in that roof still just persist. So this roof here is gonna pitch down, and we will have some rain catchment on that side to help us water the bunnies and whatever else needs water out here. And it's gonna be really nice because building is very expensive right now. We're having to do this in stages. So this is like the framing stage. The wood parts are purchased in December, and then in January we can purchase the metal to go on the outside. So you'll definitely be seeing the progress of this in stages. I'm really excited. Our deadline for that to be done, hopefully it can be done by mid-January, so we can move the bunnies over and get things situated over here, because I have a lot of baby goats due in the same week. The first week of February is going to be absolutely insane. And right now I only have really 2 kidding stalls that I can use, and they're not very big. They're like 1 pallet wide, maybe 1 1/4 pallets wide, and like 2 pallets deep, which is not that big of a space for a big goat like a La Mancha to kid in. They can, and I've done it before. It just doesn't allow them enough to really pace and stride, and when they have that ability, they're able to move their kids into position a lot better, and we will have a lot less issue with malpresentations, which we do have a history here. Now, normally goats can position their kids just fine, and there isn't a problem. Oh, I'm seeing snow. But it's not like we have a ton of problems. I think we have a little bit more rearranging than is really necessary or really is average. And so the larger kidding space that we're going to be able to put in over here is going to be really awesome for our big girls. You guys need some hay, huh? You've been doing good eating down at the pond. They are eating some of their hay refuse off the ground. Ma'am, maybe the snow will pick up in a little bit and we'll be able to get some pretty images of snow-laden goats. It's not going to be a lot. I'm actually really needing to stop milking Elsa because she is almost 2 months away from giving birth. Her due date is February 8th. Elsa right here, she's my biggest goat. She's bred to our blue cactus buck Nefarious, and she's gonna have mini La Manchas for us. But at the moment, and probably at all, she is my biggest producer. So right now I'm getting about a ½ gallon a day, and without her, it depends on how much Margie's little boy here, it depends on how much he drinks. He's very suspicious of me, but if he drinks a lot, I don't get very much out of Marge. And then that's Tempest. There's Stormy right here. Stormy still has her 2 bucklings on her, and they're not ready to wean yet. They'll be ready to wean right around the 8th of this month, which is when she definitely can't be milked anymore. So we'll be able to pull little Lightning here, and then his brother Jupiter right there. He's going to his new home. I haven't listed Lightning for sale quite yet. Lightning is kind of on hold pending a situation to make sure that a buck that I sold to my friends doesn't throw kids with multiple teats. If that buck does throw kids with multiple teats, we're going to be giving Lightning to them. I'm sure they'll name him something else, but we're gonna wait for those kids to hit the ground before we make that determination. So his status is kind of pending right now. In order to get enough milk for our family, we might have to pull this little dude, little Golem, off of his mama for a little while. He's incredibly skittish because I don't handle him. He's a freezer goat. But yeah, I might have to yank him and put him in with the big boys. I may put him next to the big boys. I do have a little pen that I'm not currently using, so maybe him and Lightning can hang out in there for a little while so we can get the maximum capacity out of Margie. You guys are loving the hay right now, huh? Hi, Christine. She's over here chewing the cud. I am still milking Christine. I only get maybe 3 cups out of her every day. It's not horrible, but I really like to get at least ½ gallon a day. That means we have plenty of fresh milk for drinking. I can use it in recipes, and I can even make the odd thing like the cajeta or some farm cheese or whatever. And then in February, so many of my minis are gonna come into milk. We will not be wanting for milk at all. You are not going to be giving birth. She was actually just in a heat yesterday. She's gotten a little chunky. This is chunkiness, not babiness. I struggle really hard with keeping condition on large goats while not letting the little goats get fat. So the little goats are fat. Snowflakes. Look at that one. So pretty. Snowflake here. We can use Fury to look at snowflakes. Thank you, Fury. story too. Yeah, do you have snowflakes? She's got hay flakes. Yeah, Winnie. Yeah, I'm just petting you. You can eat. I don't have anything for you. I was just petting you. You have been weaned from a bottle for a long time. Go get out of his way, get my milk pail and milk at least Christine and get Stormy on the stand and keep training her to be milked. Definitely stay tuned. This is going to be a work in progress, but it's going to be really nice when it's done.